This red table for me, just all the stuff that's going on in the press.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was important to come to the table to really clear the air.
All right, welcome to my channel, The J Formula Experience. Actually, just The J Formula. The J Formula. Today, Jada Pinkett finally brought her ass to the red table to address accusations by August Alsina about a relationship between him and her.
So what happened, Jada?
Now, there has been speculation for the longest time that Will and Jada are in an open marriage. And I believe it. I so believe it. And you know what? Honestly, the older I get, the more I'm like probably open to the idea of an open marriage. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of attractive people out there. A lot. But it's not about me today. It's about Jada, who sat down and had Will be the Jada in this situation. He's the one that actually interviewed her.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah. From there, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
I will say after watching it that Jada is definitely the one who is full of shit in the relationship.
You need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes.
Thank you, Will, for asking her to say clearly what her role was in this August Alsina situation. She called it an entanglement. What the hell is an entanglement? Honey, say it. You slept with him. She does address the fact that her marriage at the time was not in the best of place and that they did separate, and Will himself co-signed that. But don't BS us with no entanglement. You guys were together. And thank you, Will, for sitting there and not letting her get off the hook using that damn... And who says that anyway?
Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that whole process with Aug really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
You know, I am a fan of the Smiths, and I wish them a long and happy marriage, however they choose to live it, because it's their lives. And Jada's sitting there with like, you know, I grew a lot in that time. I learned a lot about myself. That is the quintessential thing a person says. Man, woman, or he, she, it, they, them, for the pronouns. That's the quintessential thing that they say when they are full of bleep, bleep, bleep. How about we sit here and say truthfully and honestly, this very attractive young man, I think he's like 25, 26, I don't know. This very attractive, tall, young, virile, vibrant, spry young man shows interest in you. And as a woman who is quite attractive yourself and is getting to the point of her life where she is in her sexual prime, decided to take advantage of a situation that presented itself involving a man in his sexual prime. Why not just say that, Jada? Okay, you might have been going through a lot, but the whole, I really found myself. I learned a lot about myself during that time. It was really some introspection that happened. Yeah, there was some introspection. August Alsina was introspecting all over the place. They didn't have to sit down and say anything, but they chose to, which I'm glad. And I feel like they were both pretty honest. But my other comment about their interaction, about their relationship, is it really does seem like they're going to be together until the end. Yeah. but not in a romantic kind of way. More in a open marriage kind of way, actually. Yeah.
I feel like that husband, like, I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Like, we may not necessarily be in love with each other, but we love each other and we're going to be together until the end. That sounds like some kind of contract signed in blood. By the way, can I put a plug in for Will and Jada filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith Part 2? I don't know if it would be a Part 2. But some kind of version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I would love to see them. Except the fact that they don't seem to have that much sexual chemistry anymore. But maybe they're actors. They're actors. They could probably fake it just for that one time. Please. I got some new glasses. And I don't know how I feel about them yet. But I can see